Oh yeah, we've managed to get a green belt, and you can see now how I'm going to show it off. I changed my creeper face, although it doesn't really look like a creeper face when I have my pants on, does it? But I got my creeper face green, I got that green trim around the sleeves, and I think that looks good. It is going to be funny though, if I end up getting a yellow belt next, then basically my skin will just go back to normal, which may not be obvious, but we're going to sport the green skin for a while. We were lucky enough to get to the button before anybody else did. They just happened to not be around at the time, so that was great. That was great. So we are going to get into a new project today, but first I want to talk a little bit about some of the changes I made last episode to the base. You see, it seems the comment section, you guys, you disagreed just a bit, just a little bit. Some of you really liked the orange that I did. Some of you did, but most of you didn't. Most of you did not like the orange at all. And some of you suggested maybe we should just do yellow, right? We've done yellow in here. Actually looks pretty good, right? And yellow's kind of my thing. And it wouldn't be as vibrant as, I guess, intrusive or whatever you want to say as the orange. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. And you can see already from the inside, changes have already been made. There was a fish in that waterfall. Did you see that? We're gonna have fish spawning in our waterfall doors. Okay, so here we go. Yellow swapped out, done. Orange is gone, yellow's in. What do you think? This is just gonna turn into another controversy, isn't it? Half of you guys are gonna be like, no, I like the orange, and the other half is gonna be like, no, yellow looks terrible. Whoa, hi, hello, friend. Oh, whoops, hello, friend. Before you guys have any chance to think about whether you like the yellow or not, let's take a look at this guy. Let's see what he's got. A Cleo head, a Jassassin head. Wow. B-double-O head. Oh, these are great. These are great. We got to get some emeralds. Let's see if we can also grab the mossy cobble, the stone bricks, the jungle, the dark prismarine. Of course. You got to be kidding me. All right, I got some emeralds, I got some blocks. Let's do this. I think I'm going to go for the blocks first because I don't know how many it's going to give us here. Oh, just one. All you can do is just one. Okay, so we should be no problem getting every single one of these. Of course, I had plenty of orange concrete. There we go. Okay, every single one there. I don't think we don't need any of these, but I will grab these as well here. Oh, I don't have room in my inventory, of course. Of course. Okay, I'll do that. I'll come back for those. We don't need them. Wait, did I just throw a shulker box on the ground? What did I just throw down? I didn't even look. Yeah, there's a shulker box on the ground. That's actually semi-important. Let's not lose the shulker box. All right, blocks are secured. I got the 3 heads of B-double-O, Jassassin, and Zombie Cleo, and then I got these mini blocks as well, which is nice. Wait a minute, didn't we buy more than this? Where did they actually? Did I miss some? Oh, there they are. Okay. I was putting them away frantically, trying to make sure I was not going to let anything despawn there. Okay, we are good. Look at all these mini blocks we have. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we can actually make some diamonds off of these if we go to Iskal's little mini block setup over here. And where is that? That is right by the Guardian. Yep, I've seen it right outside my Guardian shop. Okay, so feel free to change any micro block, not mob head, for a diamond slot in the chest as long as it's not already in the chest. So if we have anything he doesn't have here, then we can take the diamond. So that is awesome. All right, what do we have again? Okay, so orange concrete. I do not see that orange concrete in here. So that's a diamond. Excellent. Dark prismarine. Looking. Oh, we are going to make out like bandits on this. This is awesome. Okay. What else here? We got the white concrete. I'm not seeing that either. That's an iron block. Okay. So he wants that as well. The mossy cobble. I don't see that. This is great. We pretty much have a whole bunch of stuff he did not have. Excellent. Okay, the nether quartz ore, is that in there? And I know I'm probably going to grab something and you guys are going to be like, it was right there, Impulse, you're blind. Why didn't you see that? Jungle log. That's an acacia log. That's a spruce log. This is amazing. So far, we have everything he did not already have. And then what else is left here now? Just the stone block here, the stone bricks. And somehow he didn't have that one either. So every single one was unique, and we got 7 diamonds from that. And that is how easy it is to get distracted here on the Hermitcraft server. Just one little thing pops up and you got to change your whole, idea of what you were going to do in that clip. There we go. So the yellow, we've swapped it out for yellow. I do think it looks better than the orange. After I looked at them kind of side by side, you guys had some good, the good reasoning for the orange. It didn't go well with the green, and of course we do have green as part of the scheme of the base here. So the yellow I think is looking good. It still might be a little bright, but we are going to roll with it because, as I've mentioned, there are future plans, and I think once the other plans for the base get implemented, everything's going to tie together quite nicely. So it is going to stay yellow whether you like it or not, and I think it will make sense eventually. Just trust the process, people. Trust the process. There is a master plan behind this whole thing, and of course now I'm kind of happy that we got yellow integrated in the mix. Oh, by the way, you may have noticed that we had some of these shulker boxes in our inventory. We also stopped by Skull's Treasure Island, and look at this. We scored the pot. Yeah, not the jackpot. Just a flower pot. Spent a whole diamond block on that guy. Yeah, that was great. Also, we've got some other goodies here. We'll go through them just so you can see. Some sand. Okay. It saves me from a little bit of digging, I suppose. We got some gold blocks. That actually is not bad, considering gold's kind of hard to come by right now. So that I'll take it. Dirt, and oak logs. Okay, that come in handy. I could see that being useful. So at this point, I'm not really feeling stellar about spending 5 diamond blocks, but I went for one more. And guess what, people? Boom! We got the loot pot. Not the best jackpot. I think there was a couple higher tiers of the jackpots, but we got the loot pot, and look at this. There is some really good stuff in here. That is a lot of diamonds, first of all. Always could use a spare elytra, and some of these are really good. Of course, it's my favorite right here. This is my favorite. You guys know we got to do this. You guys know we got to do this. Now, the shovel shuffle, don't try this at home, but you're not even going to notice like them flipping back and forth at the moment because they're the same color. But we are masters of the shovel shuffle, and it's always nice to have extra shovels around for sure. So I'm very happy to have scored that box. That is an amazing one, and I will definitely be using some of this as backup gear in case I ever die, and extra tools in case we break them or whatever. So right, what are we going to do today? Let's go upstairs. Let's take a look. Because you guys know, in a previous episode, we built... Oh, by the way, we got some lights to turn on. We finished a wool farm and a pickle farm and didn't even turn the lights on. Ah, there we go. That is better. Those lights are on. I know it is a little hard to see, but maybe in the future there's something we can do about that. So now we've got some farms crossed off. This is great. Look at how many lights are actually on here. It's looking good. We're getting it. But... we have more to go. Obviously, you can see how many more are unlit on the board. And we're going to actually use the Phineas machine today. We're going to let Phineas tell us what we're going to do. So here we go. Oh, there's something in there. That was from a test, right? Okay, that was from a test. So we won't be doing a chicken farm. I got to put that back in the system. But let's see what we are going to do. Survey says a bamboo farm. Okay. This is great, actually. I've heard many good things about bamboo. Many good things. It can be used as fuel. It can be converted to sticks. It can be, right? Yeah. So good stuff. Good stuff. And I think we can probably come up with something pretty simple that we can tuck into our base. By the way, since we added these little platforms onto the base, now look at this. We have much more space in here. All of these nooks are now opened up. In fact, if we needed to share some space, we could tear down this little divider wall and fit a bigger farm in there if needed. We can go as far as we want, basically. All right, so bamboo farm it is. We need to get into a creative world and start designing and come up with something that's going to fit inside of our base. All right, so I'm here in a creative test world and I want to do a little bamboo science. Let's see what we can learn about bamboo. And the first thing we need to know is what blocks can we actually put bamboo on top of? And it looks like we've got it here. Coarse dirt, regular dirt. Also wanted to test out to see if we could do a path block because we know that that's going to be a little bit lower. That could change things. And it looks like, no, you cannot actually place it on there. And you can see the sapling already is starting to grow up on that one here. So it looks like all these different blocks we could do this with. And of course you see sand and red sand and gravel all work as well, meaning we could potentially do the whole zero tick thing. But I'm going to tell you this, people, I'm going to tell you this. I'm avoiding using zero tick machines right now for a couple reasons. One, it's going to get patched out in 1.16. We won't have zero tick machines anymore to do any of this kind of shenanigans. And two, honestly, it feels a little overpowered. It feels a little cheaty. I'd like to do things in a little bit more legit way this season. So I won't be doing any sort of zero ticking, any sort of duplication of TNT or anything like that. Hence the reason why I've been digging so much sand. So yeah, we're just not going to go that route. So I want to do the same thing with this machine. I want to make it legit. So zero ticking is definitely out. And it looks like we can choose any of these blocks. Of course, if we try to plant this on like a stone block, that does not work. Soul sand, none of that will work. So that is step one, understanding what we can plant this on. Step two is kind of understanding how bamboo works. So you can bone mill bamboo, and you see it gets very, very tall, which is cool. Actually, if we think about it, I have a 5 wide space, but it goes up pretty high. I believe I have about 13 blocks of height in the space. So bamboo actually can grow between 12 and 16 blocks high, I believe. So you can get 12 to 16 high. And so that is something to keep in mind. We can pretty much utilize most of the space vertically inside here as we design this thing. So I definitely think we're going to do that. So I think what I want to do is actually let the bamboo grow up big and strong here and then just break it off with a piston. And you see when we do that, all the bamboo falls down and we can then kind of collect it. And it looks to me like we may have a bit of a tough time collecting it because look at that bamboo. It actually fell on top of this bamboo's hitbox. But by leaving these bottom bamboos now, they can start to grow once again. And then basically as they grow up to a height that we specify, we can trigger the system to this. Then do that, right? Obviously extend the piston, break the bamboo, and collect it again. And that means that these pistons won't be firing that often and they'll be getting kind of maximum return. So what we should do is maybe have either a timer or maybe we can put an observer at the top of this, as long as we put it no more than like 12 blocks high, because they all should be able to get at least 12 high. We put an observer, and then when the first bamboo reaches the top, the observer kicks off all the pistons and breaks them. I think that would actually be pretty smart. Okay, so I think this will work. Something like this, right? Where the bamboo grows up, the observer will then see it and then trigger a signal to come back down and trigger that piston there to fire. So let's do that. Let's make it grow all the way up, and you see it triggers and everything falls down. Now we need to figure out what to do. How are we going to actually collect this when we know bamboo is going to potentially be sitting right on top of the stalk here? I wonder if we can actually push a hopper minecart like into it. So it's just sitting there, right? Like right there. And then, you know, not perfect. Maybe I should have put a block back there. Let's try that again. Put a block back there, and then hopefully it will go in there and just rest right there. Now I think if a bamboo lands on top of that, it should suck it right into that, right? Like I'm not sure if I'm getting it on top of that. In fact, let's see if we can test this, make it go all the way up, and it falls down. And yeah, I'm not seeing anything landing on top of there and staying. I think it's because the hopper minecart is actually picking it up. Yes, so something like this might work. And then we might need to, because we do need to keep that block there obviously for the bamboo, what if we put another hopper minecart underneath here to kind of pull from that one through the block into another hopper minecart. So let's see if that works. There's some bamboo in there. We'll collect this on the ground, and that should then transfer. Yep, everything's out of there and into there, and then that could actually sit on top of a hopper line, which would collect everything all the way through. That would actually be pretty good, I think. And then we would just have to do this, like consider this one slice. We actually have 5 slices worth that we could do that on. Something else I was just thinking about, what if we actually did bone meal back behind it and put it on a clock basically, So then we could like run this thing super fast, right? It's going to grow up super fast, and then it would trigger to break it when it's all grown up all the way. If we really needed to crank out bamboo, we could do that. Now, of course, that would mean having to expend some of our bone meal that we have, but I think maybe putting that in as an option thing, just in case we really need bamboo and we need to make it quickly. Otherwise, I like the idea of it having another mode where it could just kind of be passive, and as we AFK in the base, it just kind of makes itself without utilizing any of our resources. So I think now that we've got the idea on what we could possibly do in the base, I'm going to head back onto the Hermitcraft server into survival and build up this whole farm in one of our modules. Here we are back in my base, and I've got it built up here. And unfortunately, I didn't get to go as high as I was hoping. I was hoping to go all the way up there, but because there is some redstone involved in the back end here and the way the stairs come down, we had to make it a little bit shorter than I wanted to, but that's okay. At least we know it will be working here. And I heard pistons go off, and I thought for a second that we'd seen that go off, but it's actually the kelp farm under us. That was odd. So anyway, let's go ahead and test this thing. I actually put in the dispensers with bone meal so we can force this thing. I haven't tested it yet, and I'm actually a little bit nervous. Now, the lever to turn on the bone meal is over here, kind of tucked on the side, and I've got some droppers here as well so the slime blocks don't stick to the walls. I ended up wanting to do just one piston with slime blocks to kind of save on some lag of pistons firing. I need to really start thinking about that here in the space, because we are already getting a little crazy with how many pistons and hoppers and things like that, and I should definitely try to be conscious of causing server lag. So we're going to try to make all these farms as lag efficient as possible. You can see I'm using observers with powered rails instead of redstone dust where possible, and here I do have some redstone dust, but this is going to basically be a clock that powers these blocks, and then we'll shoot the bone mill out, and we should see this thing kind of go crazy, right? Or not work at all. Oops. I put a lever in here and it's on, and there we go. My bad. That lever definitely should not have been powering that rail right there. Stop that observer from getting updated. I heard it go off. I think we're good. And oh, okay, right. The slime blocks extend and then pull the glass. That means we also on this side need to have some droppers, I guess, which kind of stinks. That's going to ruin the glass kind of peek in look. Now I'm wondering if I kind of regret this idea of doing the slime blocks in the first place. Because yeah, if we have to block the view, that's not so great. Let me put some droppers there. We'll see how bad that ruins things. Okay, I guess it's not terrible. We kind of have the same deal going on over here as well with, what were these? The pistons for the shifting floor. So we kind of already have that happening here and there, and I think there's no way really around that. Other than like if I put in, like I said, I could make them all pistons here, and then we would have to power them all at the same time. But let's go ahead and just go with this for now, and let's see how this works. Oh, something's still not quite right. It looks like those extended and then didn't come back in. I think it's because they are getting 0 ticked, or 1 tick pulse, I should say. Oh, right. Yeah, the observer's going to 1 tick the piston, and then it's going to leave it out. And I guess what I was expecting was that after the bamboo broke, it would send another signal that would then retract it. But that is not happening. In fact, it's odd because in my creative world, this was working just fine. So I'm not sure what's different here. Okay, got a simple fix for this guy. I'm just going to throw in a repeater on 2 ticks here. So this should never get left behind. And I think now if we turn this on, it should be working just fine. There you go. Reaches the top and breaks straight away. That is great. And yeah, we're tearing through bone meal right now, so let's stop that. I think I'm only going to use that bone meal feature when I really need bamboo, because yeah, that used a lot. These were full, and that just used a lot of bone meal. So and if I have to, I guess I could put in a chest and have some hoppers feed that bone meal into them. But let's close this off for now. We can just break it down when we need to get back there. I'm just going to let it grow naturally, and we'll see how much we can get over time. Look at all that coming in. I wonder if those hoppers could even handle it when it's on that mode. Anyway, okay, this is great. We got some passive bamboo going to be coming in as we hang out at our base, and that is fantastic, which means we get to go upstairs and we get to turn a light on. All right, where is bamboo? There we go. Okay, so we got to go to the top corner and then down one and over one. Yep, that should be it. Oh, yes, another light has been turned on our board here. Fantastic. This is great. How many do we have so far? We've got 1, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 farms done already in the season. This is crazy town. I can't wait to get to the rest of these, but that is awesome. We got the bamboo farm in, tucked nice and neat in one of our nooks, which was the idea for having those nooks in the first place. So I've been informed that we have been paid for our recent boomers job over at Cub Fans Pyramid. Cub has come and he paid, and I believe we said it was 64 diamonds a piece, which means... Yep, here we go. It looks like Tango and B-Dubs have already collected the payment from Cub, and I wonder, oh my goodness, what is happening here? Historical shipwreck needs boom. Not my neighbor's fishing vessel. He will get sad otherwise. Okay, I thought for a second this was 3 new orders. I was like, oh my goodness, business is booming. Yeah, you know the pun. But okay, looks like, was that Corrales? Did I read that right? Was that Corrales? I did hear it's /K. So is that /K Corrales? I think it might be. Shipwreck. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's probably Corrales. But I think while we're here, you guys know how it goes. While we're in the shopping district, let's go ahead and see how our businesses are doing. Hopefully they are booming as well. Let's see. Has the Guardian shop been making us some... Nope. Nope. Okay, all right. Sea lanterns are always making me diamonds. I love that. And we still have a decent amount of stock, so I'm not going to worry about it just yet. Oh, okay, yes. Dark prismarine. This is odd. This is a little odd, isn't it? Yeah, 2 diamonds per stack. I had this whole thing filled up. Maybe somebody didn't get the memo. Somebody did. Here, whoever bought this row, they knew that it was 2 diamonds per stack. Okay, all right. I don't know who it was, but I might have to just bring that up to the other hermits and let them know, hey, just check the prices carefully, guys. But that's okay. That's all right. We're not too worried about it. 8 stacks left. I will have to get back on the dark prismarine, of course, and. Do I want to? Do I even want to know if we're selling any totems? You guys know how it goes. Even the new marketing strategy didn't seem to do a whole lot, but let's see. Yeah. Come on. I really thought these totems were going to sell. My goodness. I don't even have mine on me. What is happening? In fact, I'm just going to take one. Here, let's do this. Let's make people think they're at least... Oh, it's 2 diamonds each. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, if we're going to do it, let's make sure they know the price too. There we go. I'll buy one for myself and some emeralds. Okay. This wasn't fully stocked. So we are... Unfortunately, this shop's not doing a whole lot. Oh, well. Oh, well. We do have the concrete... Hello? We do have the concrete shop too, of course, that we're doing with Tank. Is there somebody else here? Is that just like a... Okay, there's somebody else. Did somebody just go in my shop? They did. Are we making a sale right now? Iskall, please buy something. Is he going to buy something? Is he buying something right now? Are you serious? Is he buying from me? We're going to wait till he leaves and we're going to go see if he actually purchased anything. Oh. Litterbug! I saw that! Busted! We can't let that. We'll pick it up for him. That's okay. I'm sure he didn't mean it. Pockets must have been full. Well, he even littered in my shop! What is happening? Look, we just literally made a sale right in front of our eyes, people. Okay, he didn't buy one of those. Look at that. He bought all those emeralds. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. That was amazing. I cannot believe he literally just purchased emeralds right in front of us and then littered. Iskall, you litter bug. You got busted, man. We're going to have words. What is that? What is happening? Okay, I love that floor. I love that floor. So this place is actually kind of a pain to check out because every time we come in here, We have to do... Yes. Okay, we sold some wool. Some what is this? Lime. We sold some lime wool. Of course, I got to keep track. Okay, so these diamonds get split with Tango. In fact, I actually still owe him for the plots. So I will probably split it and then also try to chip away at how much I owe him. But look at how tedious this is to check whether or not we have sales in here. Like, how many chests are there? There's 16, 32. There's 64 chests to rummage through. Oh, there we got some more sales. Let's see. I got to make sure I keep these separate from my other diamonds, so we'll do that. Okay, so we're up to 11 so far. Oh, a couple more. Okay, good. Some of the concrete is selling. That's good. A little more concrete. I'll take it. Ooh, we're all sold out of the lime concrete. Okay, we're going to have to get making some more of that at our concrete maker. Okay, so we made 39 diamonds total from the, what did we name the shop? I already forgot. Color Complete Shop. Excellent. I will deliver Tango's half to him right now. Okay, there we go. Your half of Color Complete sales. Let's go ahead and split that up. We'll give him the 1 extra diamond, of course, since we owe him. We'll call it interest on it. And that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever done an outro whilst flying in third person mode. With that said, have a good one, everyone.